Welcome to District 32, immersion, inspiration for ambitious business owners with big dreams.
Hello, my name is Lorraine Garvey of District 32 and I have the privilege of speaking today with Mavis Carruthers of Westoz Water Filters. How are you, Mavis?
Absolutely fantastic. Thanks, Lorraine. Yes.
Oh, I love that answer. Right. It's a great answer. We should practice it more. Mavis, I just want to give, I want to give you a little bit of an interview, learn more about you, a little bit about your business, and give, business owners, District 32 members out there, a little bit of a snapshot of who you are. So, introduce yourself and your business first, Mavis. What is your business? What do you do? Who do you do it for?
So it's a husband and wife team, my husband Rob and myself, and we've both been in business over our married life. Rob's been a tradie and decided that his body had had enough, and I've been a naturopath. So the combination of us in looking at promoting water filters for people was a really good combo, because Rob can help people work out where they're going to put their system, what sort of system they need, and I can come from that health point of view where we know that water in Western Australia and Perth in particular is so hard, and it's so hard on people's skin, it's hard on their health, and so we've got that expertise between us to be able to show people how they can make a difference in their lives. And we were traveling a few years ago, and we didn't have a water filter on our motorhome because the one we had purchased in Perth didn't last very long. And so we were buying bottled water, and I was putting all these plastic bottles in the bin, and it just did not feel right. We've been filtering our own water in our own home for many years, decades, in fact. And so we came across a company who was looking for someone to distribute their products in Western Australia when we went to buy our water filter. And that's how we came to have the water filter business. Yeah.
Wow. And how are you finding the husband and wife team?
Oh, look, I found more about him than I thought I knew. Thought I knew everything about him, and yeah, it's had its trials and tribulations. But after a few years now, we're really working really well as a team. We've worked out what each other's strengths are, and as a promotion of our who we are, it's been amazing, because I've learned things about him and he's learned things about me and what we're good at, and yeah, it's worked really well. That's
fantastic. Now, Mavis, what are the water filters? Are you doing this for the homeowner? Are you doing it for commercial? Who are you working with? Or is it all of the above? Who are you serving?
So most of our services are for people to put on a whole house system, so that the water coming into their house, every single tap then is filtered. And the ones that we promote in most of the houses in WA, because of the high calcium, has a resin filter, so that takes out the calcium, so it softens the water. So when people are in the shower, they're actually showering themselves with soft water instead of hard water, and then that system will take out up to 85% of all the particulates in the water. So that last 15%, people can choose to put something under their sink, and we have different choices there as well for under the sink. And then, of course, we service people with caravans and motorhomes. And so that when they're travelling, they're able to not have to buy plastic bottled water and have that empowerment of filtering their own water.
That's fantastic. I've got a water filter in there. I didn't even comprehend, because when we don't look, I didn't even think about, you could have your whole house done and all taps done. That's brilliant.
Yeah. So when we put the whole house one on, that actually increases the life of the cartridges of the under sink one, because the whole house is doing all the heavy work and taking out all the larger particles. And so the one under the sink, those cartridges will last 2 years instead of a year, depending on, of course, how many people in the house.
Wow. The things we don't know, right?
Yes.
Well, Mavis, what's different about you and other suppliers in WA? How are you guys different?
How are we different?
Yeah, what makes you
So when someone picks up the phone to call us, that's who they get. They get either myself or Rob. So they'll get someone who has lived here Rob's been here all his life. I've been here most of my life in WA. So we've got that experience behind us in giving people advice of what they would like to put on their house. And we also ask lots of questions in what is it that they really require, not what can we sell. So that's to me foundation to our philosophy of how we promote our business. We had a couple in Jarrahdale a couple of months ago who are on filtering their own water from a bore, and they just couldn't get in because they lived out of Perth Metro. They couldn't get anyone to come and talk to them, and they phoned us. And yeah, that's easy for us because Rob has that expertise of where people can put a filter, what combination they can put in, and what's going to service their specific needs. And so bore water in one area is very different to bore water in another area. And we also assist people with servicing their rainwater tanks. People think rainwater is really clean. Hello, it's not really. It still collects stuff from the atmosphere as it's coming into their tank. So, and people are becoming way more aware of that. And yeah, so that's part of our services and how we're different from our competitors. Another difference is that because we're small business, we don't have the overhead costs, so we pass those savings on to our customers. And our after-sales service, the cartridges that need to be replaced, we do a really good our value customer deal.
Ah, beautiful. So you're homegrown, you're locally WA owned, and you're really high service, high touch point for your customers and finding out what the needs are. And I've learned something else about the rainwater tank there, Mavis. So Mavis, I've got a bit of an idea, I know what you do, who you do it for, how you help, your points of difference. I know that you're a husband and wife team, family business, which a lot of people really love to do business with. But what gets you up in the morning? What gets you out of bed in the morning?
Knowing that when we supply a family with a new water filter, that we are making such a difference to their life. That's one thing. The other is that we've been into houses where there's been stacks high of pallets of water, bottled water, and we know that once we have connected them up to filtering their own water, then those plastic bottles are no longer going into the landfill, into the ocean. We're making a difference to the world globally. And the other is that we're in our later years of life, and this has just given us something to get out of bed for. And knowing that we have such a contribution, we have such expertise and experience behind us, that for us to get out of bed and be able to service people at our age is just amazing.
Mavis, I really got to know you a little bit better on those last comments there. And that wasn't scripted, right? That was an add-on question on the end there, but that's just enormous weighting, on the impact that you're having and getting you into bed. I'm glad that question was asked because, it just really gave me a breadth and a depth to who you guys are and what you're doing and how you're helping people in the environment out there. So, Mavis, thank you very much. How can people get in touch with you?
They can get us in touch with us on our website, which is westozwaterfilters.com.au. They can email us info@westozwaterfilters.com.au, and they will be able to get in touch with us personally. Yes, there's a phone number on the website as well.
Mavis, thank you very much. It's been absolutely delightful. I've got to know you a little bit better. I now got a full breadth, a better understanding of what my own needs are and the services that you provide. So thank you very much for sharing your time with me today.
And thank you, Lorraine. And I'm so grateful to District 32 for all the assistance they've given us in business. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, Mavis, thank you very much. I'll speak very soon.
Bye.
You've been listening to District 32, Immersion, inspiration for ambitious business owners with big dreams.